Let's go, baby. Jump again, baby. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today is going to be a very, very busy day. I've got started later than I want to, but that's okay. We're getting a bunch of sets put in, remaking a bunch of sets because we just got a freaking downpour of rain. If you live in North Carolina or anywhere around North Carolina right now, or anywhere in the Southeast for that matter, you probably got downpoured on too. We're walking around looking for fresh sign. It's a great time to look for fresh sign after this rain because it washes all the old tracks away and you're able to see everything that's fresh, so you know exactly where the coyotes are at right then. If you're looking at old sign without, any fresh rain anytime soon, you might be seeing sign that's 3, 4, 5 days old and you don't know it because it still looks fresh because it hasn't been a rain to come by. However, with this sign right here, we know it's very fresh because this ground is extremely, extremely soft. So that was probably this morning. So we got a set of coyote tracks there. We walked up a little bit further and right up here, you can see some fox tracks right there in the ground. And again, this is extremely soft. So although the rain does suck for the trap sets, especially the amount of rain that we got, which was unreal how much rain we got. I don't know exactly how much we got, but it was a freaking lot. You can't really weatherproof your traps for that kind of rain, you know what I mean? I mean, the waxed dirt and the dirt you have on top of that trap set is going to get beaten off, and your trap jaw or trap pan is going to be exposed, and there's really nothing you can do about it. And as I'm sitting here talking to you guys, there's another fresh coyote track right through here. Another track there. But I will say that's when those flat sets come into play a lot, because you put all those grass clippings on top of your trap and they tend to withstand the rain a whole lot more than your dirt hole, dirt bedded style traps. I mean, there's still dirt in your trap bed from flat sets, but you have the grass clippings on top to kind of take the blunt of the rainfall, if that makes sense. Now, if you remember, I trapped this farm last year. It's actually a neighboring farm of the place I've trapped for 2-3 years now. And I come out here and I couldn't really find any trapping sign or coyote sign, I should say. And I made a little short. I caught one right back here at this little intersection, and then I caught one right here on the last day. I think it's like the best trapping day of the year. I think it was the last day of the season, and I caught 4 or 5 coyotes and a bobcat that day. But I caught one coyote here and I caught another coyote up there. So they're still working this little travel lane. It's a cornfield slash some kind of greens he's got in between the corn. So it's like standing corn and you go a little bit cut, whatever. Bunch of rabbits, squirrels, birds, you name it, they're in there eating it. Baby deer. I'm probably not going to put a trap right here again this year unless I see sign right here in front of me. I'm probably going to work it back up to where basically where the shooting house is at back there. That's where the majority of the sign was at. So we will see. I'm gonna keep walking out here and spare you the boredom of me talking and me walking, and see what other kind of sign we find. If I find anything else and I decide to sit on it, I'll let you guys know. Well, I literally took 2 steps after stopping that, and you can see this is old coyote sign. From where the rain has come through and beat it down, old coyote sign. But they are still walking this spot. There's I think it's another track there. It's a little bit more fresh. I'm gonna take a few more steps real quick. So there you can easily see the difference between fresh coyote sign versus the old coyote sign. Now it's still in the same area, so that means this is a frequent place that they come through very often, because you got old tracks and you got new tracks. They're steadily coming by this spot, hunting, looking around, and why wouldn't you? I mean, this field right here holds some kind of freaking rabbits in this sucker. But I'm gonna walk around the edge of this field real quick, see if I see anything else that looks promising. I'm definitely gonna set some traps here. Don't quite know exactly where at yet. Probably up there next to that stand, but we shall see. I will pick you up if I find anything else. Well, we haven't made it far at all. Come through here and find some more coyote sign right there. Along this, you walk up here, it makes it a little bit easier to see. And this is gonna be a little bit older because this ground is kind of hard, so it may have been put in, they might have walked through here last night. May have been the same exact coyote, you never really know. All right, so the wind is picking up pretty good, so I hope you're able to hear me, but we got 3 sets put in right here, and it's at the intersection where I caught that coyote at last year. There's red foxes here too. I'm trying to scream because I don't know how loud it's gonna be with the wind, but there's red foxes here too. And the trench sets have been working great with the red foxes. So this is what I put in the ground. I've got a dirt hole right here that's literally a few feet probably from where I caught that coyote at last year. So we got a dirt hole, and it's got time of death bait and lightning in a bottle, both made by Dunlap Lures. And then across the road here, we've got a trench set, and I hate this is happening with these leaves, but we can't really help it. But this set's got Top Dog Predator Bait and Vixen Elixir, which are both made by Hoosier Trapper Supply. So we got trench set, dirt hole there, and then we walk over here, and I kind of went into the woods and got one of those pieces of deadfall and brought it out here. It's breeding season here in North Carolina. It is January 14th, so it's breeding season right now. So we got a scent post set. I don't make these a lot. I'm not that good at them. I'm trying to get better. This is one thing I need to work on the most, is these trench set, or these scent post sets. So if you have any tips or anything, let me know. But we've got three gland lures in here. We got Hostile by Dunlap. We have what is it, Yodel Dog and Canine Force, which are both made by Cavens. And then we got the trap here, and that's where the log is at. So it's about, I don't know, a little bit further than this. So I don't know how far that is, but that plus a half of that, and then over to the right just a little bit. So that's 3 sets we got here in this intersection of the food plot. I'm gonna go put 2 more traps right here around this edge where there's a bunch more coyote tracks right there. I'm gonna put 2, if not 3 more over there in that spot, but I've got to go meet a guy at a different property. He's gonna show me he's gonna show me 2 more new pieces of property for me to go trap on. So I've got to go meet him. It's about a 30-minute ride to go get him. I'll pick you guys up when we get through meet with him, and hopefully there's a bunch of coyote sign on these new properties. So, because I need to start catching some dang stuff. I just dropped $1,200 in the front end of this truck. Life. Anyway, I'll pick you guys up when we get through checking out those properties. All right, guys. So we've been to this new farm. I've been here for a little while, about an hour, walking around looking. Found a crap ton of sign. We got 2 sets put in right here. I'm gonna show what we got. So first off, there is a bunch of tracks right here on that pond dam right there. A bunch. And they go up in this little cut here, and they follow the creek down. I can't trap that wet spot on that little cut because it's too wet. The pond dam is too hard and got too many rocks in it for me to throw a trap in the ground at. So that sucks. However, the wind is blowing from me to that spot. It's gonna be doing that for the next 4 days. So with that being said, I've got a dirt hole set right here. And this set's got Soul Taker, and then Hostile Gland Lure, which is both made by Dunlap Lures. And then we have this trench set, and it has Time of Death and Lightning in a Bottle, both made by Dunlap Lures. So that's trench set, dirt hole. And I ran out of camera stakes, what I usually use to stick it in the ground, put my camera up wherever I want to. And out here it's all cut over, so there's no freaking trees. It's all a bunch of briars and thick stuff, which is why the coyote is here. So I luckily had a pair of loppers on the back of my truck that I keep on my truck. So we just, we made our own camera stake. That 3-inch auger bit come in handy. I went ahead and made my own little post here. So there you go for some redneck ingenuity. So yeah, those 2 are good to go, ready to hunt, and we've got 2 more traps up here up top where I had a bunch of coyote tracks set as well. Big intersection, and we got to go bait this, put some bait in those, and after that, let's go set some coon traps. And now we're up here at a big intersection. Down there in the bottom is where I had those other 2 traps at. There's a cut here, a cut that way. Big field up in front of us right here. Wind's blowing really bad. We have a dirt hole right here, dead center of the road bed. It's got Hiawatha Valley and Gusto in it. Then we have a little flat set right here where the rockets are back and 2 punch holes. And this set we have Hostile Gland Lure, Muskrat Lure, and Vixen Elixir. The Muskrat Lure and Hostile are both made by Dunlap Lures, and then the Vixen Elixir is made by Hoosier Trapper Supply. Now, yes, I did say Muskrat Lure. A buddy of mine has been using some Muskrat Lure in some of his sets and having pretty good luck with it. I don't know if it's just because it's a different scent they're not used to smelling out on the dirt. I have no idea, but I was like, man, I'll try it. I've seen a few guys use it in remakes because it's a completely different smell versus, like a coyote scent. You wouldn't put a gland lure or coyote urine on a set that, you had a coyote in all night because, it already smells like a coyote. So why would you add more coyote scent? And that's usually what I do with my really skunky stuff. Like if I have a catch, which I used to do, I don't do it as much anymore. Now I'll reset it exactly the same way. But on the sets I have made remakes on, the Lightning in a Bottle is a really skunky lure. And even when you're catching something, you know, catching a coyote, it sits there all night long, even though it smells like a coyote in that whole entire area, that one spot that's right there where you want to step at smells like skunk, because it's, you know, it's a loud call lure. And that right there, I know people do that with the muskrat lure. So anyway, enough rambling. We got our camera up, 2 cameras, 4 traps on this piece of property. It needs about 6 more traps in it, but I've got to go put coon traps out because the guy wants me to get rid of them really bad. So we're headed to the farm. It's gonna take me about 20 minutes to get there, but you about 3 seconds. All right, just like that, we got 3 raccoon traps put in the ground right here on the edge of a creek bank. We've got 1 right here, then 2, and then 3 right there. So I'm using some different raccoon bait. I usually use cat food, but I was like, man, I'm gonna give this stuff a try, because Dunlap's has been working really good for me this year. So I figured I'd try out these 2. It is dog-proof coon bait, and they're both, one of them is berry and the other one is smoky fish. So we got that on top of the raccoon traps painted white with a golf ball on top and a little bit of chocolate syrup on top. So that's what we got. 1, 2, and 3. All right, guys, well, before it gets dark, which I know it's going to get all dark on me, that's why I got my headlamp on already. Y'all remember the set we put on that pond dam right here? Well, I haven't had any activity there at all. The coyotes are here because I come over here to this roadbed that comes down this edge of the food of the cut over to the food plot. There's coyote tracks on this roadbed right here. So I pulled those 2 traps on that side of the pond dam, brought them over here. I'm in a hurry to get them in the ground, but just wanted to make it known, you know, sometimes you got to move sets to catch coyotes. But anyway, I'm almost out of freaking breath. I'm gonna get these last trap in the ground, put the camera up, and we're done for the day finally. So I think that makes 12 traps put in the ground and 8 coon traps. So we should have tight change tomorrow morning. It's gonna be a good night. I just know it. I just gotta hurry up and get out of here. So I'll pick you up later when we catch something, hopefully. Not sure if y'all could hear it in the video or not. I haven't really played it back and listened to it myself. But before I left, while I was setting those 2 traps that I told you I was moving, I was sitting there setting the traps, and coyotes started howling back and forth to each other. It was a single coyote howling, and then another one answered him, and then the other one answered, and the other one answered, and then they shut up. It really reminds me of like turkey hunting. I mean, I'm telling you, breeding season's in. Now, I ain't saying there was a male and a female talking, but it sure sounded like it, because one of them was deep and one of them was high pitched. Is it a male or female? I have no idea, and we'll never know. But that's just my take on it. It sounded like a guy talking and a girl answering, and they're meeting up tonight to go get lunch or supper or whatever you want to call it, going to a party. Hopefully that party's really close to my traps and in them. But anyway, we got a bunch of traps set in the ground today, and a bunch of raccoon traps set in the ground. So I'm looking forward to check day, and we'll pick you up hopefully when we catch something. Oh, what's up, guys? We are back at the farm that we set some raccoon traps on. Now, I set 8 or 9 raccoon traps, whatever it was. I didn't video the last ones that I set just because I was running low on daylight, and then we got those coyotes in. It was basically right before the coyotes started howling. So we got some catches. We're gonna go get them taken care of and show you what we got once we get there. So stick around. All right, as I told you guys before, this guy wanted some raccoons caught for him. So I should have set some more dang traps right here. Because we got a 100% success rate right here, boys. We've got 1 raccoon, 2 raccoons, 3 and 4. So we definitely should have set some more traps in the ground, but yeah, buddy, we got 4 of them, boys. That Dunlap's dog-proof bait worked pretty daggone good, I have to say. So we're going to get these guys taken care of, and then get them remade, and hopefully we catch a bunch more right here. Okay, doke, so we got 4 for 4 at these traps with Dunlap lures, smoky fish, and then very, very dog-proof bait. Not too shabby, I have to say. So just put a little bit down in there, just enough to really fill it to the bottom of that trigger inside of the trap itself. Just to the bottom like that. Once you get that done, put our golf ball back on top, and then just a little bit of chocolate syrup on top of it. And it works like a charm, as the proof, I mean the results show everything. So we put smoky fish in that one, and this one I'm going to put the berry berry in it. Berry berry wants to stick together a little bit more than the smoky fish does. But neither one of them stink, to be honest with you. We got that one filled up to the trigger. Then we add our golf ball on top. Then a little bit of chocolate syrup on top. And let's go do the other two. I went smoky fish, berry berry, smoky fish, berry berry. So we're back with the smoky fish at this one. And I mean, it's just little bitty pebbles. It's like fish food pretty much on the inside. Doesn't stink at all. Really easy to keep up with. Doesn't take a god awful lot to do it. So a little bit in there. It sticks to each other inside this can. Or container, I should say. Alright, so this one is reset. We just put the smoky fish in that one, so golf ball. A little dab of chocolate syrup. Some berry berry in this one. Stuff really likes to stick into this container. It broke up a little bit. There we go, like that. Golf ball. Chocolate syrup. Alright, just like that, we got 4 raccoons, so I'm very happy to get paid for them suckers. I don't really catch raccoons unless somebody just absolutely wants them gone. And by the size of those, I can guarantee you I got 70 pounds worth of raccoons, and it's only 4 of them. Some of them suckers are freaking big. 3 males, 1 female. So we got the sets remade, and hopefully we get another quadruple. Again, that's the first quadruple I've ever had on any trapping any animal before, so that's pretty neat. But I caught the one, and I was like, I had a picture of the other one, so I was like, well, I'm gonna just wait till I get doubles, and then check the camera again. I had 4 of them suckers, so it's a good day. So we're gonna head to the house, get cleaned up, get something to eat, and hopefully we're back at it tonight in a few hours.